Bună ziua, sunt Koen, and today we'll review the entry of Moldova at Eurovision 2021, Natalia Gordienko with the song Sugar. Last year, Natalia Gordienko was the Moldovan representative with her song Prison. She wasn't officially confirmed as the Eurovision 2021 artist until the 26th of January. Yet, she was already posting on social media about how she was working on her entry for Eurovision 2021 with Filip Kirkorov, Dimitris Kontopoulos and Sharon Vaughn, who are known as the Dream Team at Eurovision. The song Sugar was set to premiere during a special event in Russia, for which a lot of famous people were invited. It was basically a super spreader event for COVID, with lots of people, no face masks inside and no social distancing. During this show, Filip Kirkorov was seen the most, talking on stage about his achievements during Eurovision and his experiences. Natalia also performed, but she didn't perform any of her songs. No, she performed Eurovision songs of which Filip was part of the team behind it. Keep in mind that Natalia has literally 2 other Eurovision songs apart from this year's Eurovision song. Anyway, after a show about Filip Kirkorov that lasted 2 hours, Natalia's song was finally premiered. I'll get to what I think of Natalia's entry, but we need to talk about Filip Kirkorov. Anytime this man is part of a Eurovision entry, he just works on my nerves. Look, I think we all know it's very likely that the Moldovan national final last year was rigged. Kirkorov was already talking about what their performance at Eurovision was going to look like before they even won the national final. Also, he's besties with Igor Dodon, who was president of Moldova until December 2020. Whenever he's part of a Eurovision team, he's the one answering the questions, not the actual representatives. Same for Natalia this year. And maybe you think, oh, maybe Natalia doesn't speak English. She speaks English well enough to be able to answer a question by herself.
We are dancing, we have rehearsal for Eurovision 2021 in Rotterdam. We're preparing for you something special for the song Sugar.
And also, if this were the case, he'd first translate the question to Natalia, let her answer, and then he'd translate the question to English. He doesn't do that, he just speaks as if he is the representative himself. During his Filip Kirkorov super spreader event, he was also talking about Conchita in a demeaning way by saying, getting 7th place at Eurovision was great, knowing the winner was a bearded lady or a man. Who knows? Which is ironic because Filip dresses more extravagant than all of Conchita's outfits combined. He also said that he was, without exaggeration, a guiding star in the musical horizon of this contest. And I'm sorry, but that is the definition of main character syndrome. He is the only person who thinks he is the guiding star of Eurovision. Most people just find him annoying. And it may sound mean to say this, but I kinda want Lithuania to win in these coming 5 years because Kirkorov is banned for 5 years from Lithuania, which would mean we won't get to see those annoying interviews where he talks over the artists who are the actual representatives. So to Filip, I would like to say, if you really want to be that much on the foreground and the center of attention, just re-enter the contest yourself. The last time you participated was in 1995 when you ended on the 17th place out of a total of 22 participating countries. So I don't think you should be that cocky. Prove that you are the star that you claim you are, or just be part of a Eurovision team without wanting to be the center of attention so much, okay? And look, it may seem like I'm just being annoyed by someone and just rambling on about someone in a review about Moldova, but it has to be said, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of why I do not like this man. Now about Natalia's song. I like Sugar. I definitely prefer Sugar over Prison, which was Natalia's entry last year. It's got a really good drop, kind of Maroof-like. At least I feel like that's what they were going for. The lyrics and verses are not that strong, but the instrumentals in the chorus sound really good. And this song has a lot of potential for a good staging. On the day when that little 14-second long teaser video came out, I did nothing else than rewatch that video all day. Everything looks so polished and well put together, which it should be since over 70,000 euros were spent on the music video alone. I have to say that the music video also looks a bit cursed at some parts. I mean those ice cream dancers and that man made out of cake. I'm not too sure about that, but that also makes me excited to see what the staging will look like. I hope they didn't spend all of their budget on the music video instead of the staging, because that will be a pity, but I am really excited to see the staging of Moldova this year. I think Moldova is a definite qualifier. One thing about Filip is that when he is part of a Eurovision team, you can expect a good result. Still does not mean he should be behaving the way he does though. And I definitely think we can expect a good result from Moldova this year. I already had a feeling Moldova could have qualified last year when Natalia had a much weaker song than she has now, which I have to admit I mostly thought because Kirkorov was part of the team. So I definitely think she can qualify this year. Also, Moldova is participating staging in the second semi-final, which is the weak one this year, so I think they're sailing through. A place in the top 10 of the grand final seems pretty realistic to me, since I feel like the song has a lot of potential for a good staging, and I feel like Moldova will have a really good staging. I mean, look at Moldova 2018. They really elevated their entry with that staging. Back then, Philip also was part of the Moldovan team, by the way, and also talked over the actual representatives in interviews. I really hope Natalia will sing that one last long note during the live performance. I really hope that will happen. I really want to see that. So to conclude, I like Moldova's entry this year. I definitely preferred over Natalia's entry last year, and I feel like we can expect a really good staging from Moldova this year. A top 10 placement sounds like a realistic achievement to me. And that's about all for now. Let me know what you think of the song in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully until next time, ciao!